This is News Center 1.
Good evening, I'm Shad Olson. This is News Center 1 at 5:30. Well, it could be the biggest story that you've never heard of. 3.5 million Americans suffering from the devastating effects of a deadly disease, hepatitis C. 180,000 of those Americans are veterans, service members who've risked life and limb for this country. Their bodies now racked with a disease that slowly kills. But modern medicine has found a way to combat the hepatitis C virus, a tiny pill which is now being hailed as a miracle. That's not where the story ends. That's where it only begins. Our executive producer, Aaliyah Wilson, has the story.
Hepatitis C is a contagious viral disease which slowly wreaks havoc on the liver. Pharmacist Michael Lemon has been treating hepatitis patients here in the Black Hills since 1999 and has seen firsthand the devastating impact the disease has had on patients and their families.
It is usually spread through infectious blood, and it can have a lot of long-term healthcare complications, things such as liver damage, liver failure, the liver cancer, and unfortunately even death.
The symptoms of the disease can be varied. Some patients won't even exhibit symptoms at all, which makes detecting and treating the infection a tall order.
And a big thing about hepatitis C that a lot of people may not know is that they even have the disease. A lot of them, when they were infected, might have been asymptomatic. So that's one of the big things that we would encourage all our veterans to be screened for hepatitis C, but especially those that were born between 1945 and 1965.
And this silent killer is hitting close to home. American heroes, particularly from the Vietnam era, have been infected with this virus. Hundreds of veterans who call the Black Hills of South Dakota their home are coping with the disease.
I think in the United States, they estimate probably about 180,000 veterans are infected. Locally, we have an electronic health record that we've been trying, that we go through. We estimate somewhere probably between 270, 300 veterans in our patient population here that have hepatitis C at this point in time.
In years past, many hepatitis C sufferers claimed the treatment was worse than the disease. Powerful cocktails of intravenous and oral medications caused side effects that would sideline patients for months at a time. Then came a medical breakthrough, a new class of drug hitting the market with fewer side effects, offering patients something new: hope.
The new hepatitis C medications are amazing. We have a very safe, simple, effective regimen now to treat hepatitis C. The cure rates are 90 to 100% now for the new hepatitis C medications.
But it turns out that hope comes at a cost. U.S. Representative Jeff Miller, House Chairman of the Committee on Veterans Affairs, says the cost to treat veterans with this new drug is in the billions.
These medications are very expensive. But again, while they're expensive, the VA has done everything possible to expand therapy for these patients.
But for this local pharmacist and his dedicated team, it's not about the cost, it's about the results. And the results speak for themselves.
As a pharmacist that treating hepatitis C patients since 1999, as I have, it's just been a wonderful, satisfying, rewarding experience. And it's a great thing to go and be able to tell your patient that your hepatitis C is gone, it's been cured. And just the look on their face, or even just talking to them on the phone, you can just tell the relief and just the smile and the thanks that they give you for that. Again, it's so rewarding and satisfying to see that.
And some excellent reporting from our executive producer, Aaliyah Wilson, tonight. If you or someone that you love may have come into contact with blood during military service, the Veterans Administration urging that you get tested for that disease. The testing process is simple, and the best medications are available right here in the Black Hills through the VA system. VA Black Hills says it is their goal to make sure that every hepatitis C patient has the care that they deserve. Locally, there's been a great deal of success in treating veterans who've been afflicted with hep C, but nationally a debate is stirring over the cost of this new miracle drug, and more importantly, who developed it. That's coming up tomorrow night in part 2 of that report, The Cost of a Cure.